Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract opportunities, prosperity, and incredible experiences so easily, while others live trapped in a constant cycle of scarcity, frustration, and struggle? Have you ever felt that, no matter how hard you try, something invisible seems to block the flow of abundance in your life? Perhaps you've thought that you weren't born lucky, that you don't have the right contacts, or that you have to work 3 times as hard to achieve half as much. But what if I told you that abundance has nothing to do with luck, excessive effort, or external merit, but with frequency? Yes, frequency. Like a radio station, abundance is a vibrational frequency. It is present all the time. The question is, are you tuned into it? The truth is that most people try to manifest a prosperous life from a state of lack. They pray for abundance while feeling insufficient. They visualize wealth while fearing the bank account. They repeat positive affirmations while their body vibrates with anxiety, insecurity, and fear. And the field, that quantum intelligence that responds to the coherence between mind and heart, senses this. Then frustration sets in, doubt, and finally self-judgment. There's something wrong with me. But there's nothing wrong with you. What's missing isn't effort, it's alignment. Today in this video, you'll discover how to leave the state of lack and consciously enter the frequency of abundance. We'll understand how your emotional, mental, and energetic state defines the reality you attract. We'll talk about how to reprogram your body to feel abundant before you even see any external signs. And let's practice a new way of being together. Because when you change your state of being, the universe responds. Are you ready to stop waiting for abundance and start vibrating abundance? In this video, we're going to talk about something much deeper than just attracting money, success, or material goods. We're going to explore the true frequency of abundance, the one that is born within you, even before any external evidence. You'll learn why it's no use just thinking positively or visualizing a prosperous future if your body is still emotionally conditioned to a past of scarcity. You will understand how your thoughts, emotions, and energy form an electromagnetic field that communicates with the universe, attracting experiences that exactly match your internal state. This video is an invitation for you to break out of the old programming that keeps you repeating the same results and start living as your new self, the one who is already prosperous, even before you see prosperity coming. This is not fantasy. This is quantum physics, neuroscience, and epigenetics in action. It's the process of becoming the conscious creator of your reality. Let's understand together how thoughts of lack activate stress hormones and keep you stuck in the past. Why feeling gratitude in advance is the biological and energetic key to tuning into a new reality. How to change your emotional frequency to align with the field of infinite possibilities, and how to practically apply a new state of being capable of magnetizing abundance from the inside out. The promise of this video is not to teach you how to make more money. The promise is much greater, to guide you to the inner state of abundance, the one that, when truly embodied, manifests a full, light, and naturally prosperous life. If you're tired of struggling, of feeling like you're never enough, of waiting for the world to change first, then maybe it's time to do something different, to change from within, because the field responds not to what you want, but to what you are. This is the moment to learn to vibrate like someone who already has, to live as you already are, to attract, not out of necessity, but out of coherence. Abundance is not something you achieve, it's something you tune into. And to tune in, you need to understand what you're emitting, what you're vibrating. We all carry in our body and mind an emotional history that defines how we perceive reality. When you have been conditioned by experiences of scarcity, rejection, or limitation, your body has learned to live in a state of chemical deprivation. This means that even when you think of prosperity, the body is still addicted to emotions such as fear, anxiety, or frustration. And since the body is the unconscious mind, it keeps creating more of the same. You see, every thought you have generates an electrical charge in your brain. Every emotion you feel generates a magnetic charge in your heart. Together, they form your personal electromagnetic field. This field is your energetic signature, and it is your request to the universe. The problem is that most of the time, you're sending contradictory signals. You ask for wealth with your mind, but you feel insecurity in your heart. And the field doesn't respond to what you think. It responds to what you feel over and over again. That's why the key to abundance isn't wishing for more, it's being more. In becoming someone who already vibrates as if abundance were real now. This requires a new state of being, a new inner chemistry, a new way of perceiving and moving in the world. Quantum physics shows us that there are infinite possible realities coexisting in a field of potential, but we only access the reality with which we resonate. It's not enough to wish. You have to enter the frequency. And how do we do that? Through practice, meditation, emotionally charged visualization, anticipatory gratitude, coherence between heart and mind. By doing this repeatedly, you start firing and connecting new neural circuits. You begin to install the hardware of a new self in your brain, and the body begins to learn, emotionally, to feel prosperous, even before reality changes. At that point, something magical happens. The field begins to respond, the invisible becomes organized, and what seemed impossible begins to find you, not through effort but through attunement. Now that you understand the science and energetic workings behind abundance, it's time to practice. And here's the secret. It's not about doing something once and expecting results. It's about creating a new state of being through emotional and conscious repetition. Here's a simple and powerful plan for you to start vibrating the frequency of abundance. Today, morning meditation to tune into abundance. As soon as you wake up, sit in silence. Take a few deep breaths to bring your attention to the present moment. Then bring to mind the image of your abundant self. How does it think? How does it feel? How does it act? Visualize this future you in great detail and, above all, feel the thrill of already being this version. Love, freedom, gratitude, fullness. Stay there for 10 to 15 minutes. This conditions your body for a new future and installs the chemistry of abundance in the now. Powerful affirmations for reprogramming. Throughout the day, repeat affirmations that support your new state. But not just as loose words, speak them feelingly. Examples. I am a magnetic field for extraordinary opportunities. Abundance flows to me lightly and naturally. Everything I need is on its way, and I'm ready to receive it. Repeat at least 3 times a day, morning, noon, and before bed. Observation of thoughts and emotions. During the day, observe your thoughts and emotions carefully. Whenever you notice that you've fallen into patterns of scarcity, worry, comparison, fear, stop, breathe, and say to yourself, "This is no longer myself. I choose a new state." This is the moment when you most install transformation, in the heat of the emotional battle, when you decide differently. Nightly ritual of anticipated gratitude. Before you go to sleep, write down 3 things that haven't happened yet, but for which you choose to feel gratitude now, as if they have already happened. This communicates to your body that the future has already arrived. Example. I am grateful for living an abundant and light life. I am grateful for unexpected opportunities. I am grateful to feel security and fluidity every day. Repeat this plan for 21 days. And see how your reality begins to respond to your new inner state. Perhaps now you are beginning to realize something very important. Abundance has never been outside of you. It has never been a distant goal, a prize reserved for the lucky ones, or a miracle that falls from the sky. Abundance has always been in you, waiting for you to remember who you really are. You are not lack. You are not struggle. You are not the limitations of your past or the stories you've been taught to believe. You are consciousness in action, a vibrant field of possibilities, and the life you want already exists, in the field, in the invisible, in the now. True abundance begins when you shift your focus from what is lacking to what already exists. When you stop waiting for something external to make you feel complete and start living as if you already are, as if you already had it, as if it were already there, as if it were already there. That's the turning point, the moment when you stop reacting to the old reality and start creating a new one. And when you align yourself emotionally with this new state, something magnificent happens. The universe begins to reorganize itself around you. People appear, doors open, unexpected opportunities appear. Coincidences? No. Coherence. You didn't come here to survive. You came to expand. You came to experience the fullness of being who you really are, and that includes living an abundant life, with freedom, purpose, joy, and contribution. But none of this happens while you're waiting for something to change outside. Transformation happens when you decide to be different inside. You can choose today. Continue living conditioned by the emotions of the past, or activate a new frequency, now. The frequency of abundance. And remember, abundance is a state of being. When you become this frequency, you begin to attract everything that is in tune with it. Because the field doesn't respond to your desire, it responds to your vibration. You already have everything you need. Take a deep breath. Silence. Visualize. Feel. Become. The abundance you so desire is already available. You just need to choose to vibrate as who you already are. If this video touched you, share it with someone you love. It could be exactly what they need to hear today. Comment below. What insight impacted you the most? This helps me understand what else I can offer you. And if you want to continue on this journey of expansion and conscious creation, subscribe to the channel. Every week I bring you profound, practical, and transformative content to remind you of who you really are. And always remember this. The more you vibrate like the one you already have, the more you become a magnet for everything you want. The field responds to your state of being. So vibrate as if it were inevitable. Abundance is not in tomorrow, it's in the now, inside you. Ready to be activated. Now tell me, are you ready to live as one who is already abundant?